I feel she's always had all the tools. If you guys haven't seen the video, there's a video of her on YouTube. She's actually fighting a guy, and she knocks him out, and that's just a fucking amazing fight. I'm just like, wow, this is insane. And I've trained with her. She actually literally fucking spinning back kicked me right in the face as I went to shoot in on her. Almost like stopped me dead in my tracks. I was like, she came in on my 5th round. I was getting ready for Gil, I think the 2nd fight or 3rd fight or something like that. She fucking spinning back, kicked me in the face. I was so mad at her. I was like, fucking, you gotta be kidding me. I had already trained like 1 round with Fitch, 1 round with Koss, 1 round. I was just so mad. I'm like, you fucking. I picked her up and slammed her and just held her down on the ground for the whole rest of the round. I was so mad. I wanted to just kill her. But anyways. I think her strengths are if she can get her in, if it ends up being forced into the clinch. She's got great knees, great elbows. Yep. She got great clinch.
She really frames well.
Yeah, she does frame well. She just does it though sometimes with her back to the fence. I would prefer she switches it, puts Amanda's back to the fence, but that's gonna be hard because Amanda's strong as hell. You know? Yeah. So I would like to see her utilize her push kick a little bit more to keep Amanda honest, without lunging in with the big shots. People will tend to pick and choose their shots more if you're throwing that heavy, that little tip kick or Machida type toe kick to the belly every time you try to lunge in and that toe kick comes in. I'd like to see Germaine use that. As far as Amanda, realistically, if she swarms her with big shots, try to get the easy takedown, I think she has a good chance of winning. If she swarms her with big shots, make Germaine try to fight going backwards and then scoop the legs, get the takedown, dominate the top position. I do agree with you. Her wrestling has gotten better. I don't know if her grappling has gotten better. There's a difference.
There's no doubt if they end up on the ground and Amanda's on top, Germaine's in trouble.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the ground game to stay, especially with Amanda being in the top position. Yeah. Germaine can do ground and pound against Amanda. If she's got Amanda's back to the ground, she'll be all right. She's okay with her submission defense that way, but if she's got Amanda on top of her, that is the one place she cannot be in this fight.
What is your take? You think Amanda is high off the Cyborg fight and just like, hey, I can stand with anyone, I can do this, that could get her in trouble?
Well, everything is dependent upon who you're fighting. And I thought in her last fight against Holly, who is a great stand-up fighter. Holly Holmes she's dynamite. She's very elusive because she moves so much. She's hard, to catch. And Amanda caught her with that kick and ended up, ending the fight there. But I was very impressed with the fact that coming off of that win against Cyborg, Amanda seemed to me that she was relaxed and allowing the fight to just happen. She wasn't forcing it. And that's saying a lot, because a lot of times when you have that fast win like she got against Cyborg, she had the big fast win against Ronda, and she has all these wins coming boom 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 in grand fashion. You almost say I got to make that happen again, and I didn't see it. It happened fairly fast, but I didn't see her pushing that fight. Didn't see her overextending in it, and so she has shown me that she has really matured as a fighter. You take a look at the losses she's had, and I did one of those, and she had a loss against Kat Zingano, I think is her last loss, but she's learned from those. She's a completely different fighter now as far as her confidence level. She was that fast twitch muscle fiber, fighter that she was super strong, super explosive, but tried to end the fight all the time by throwing really heavy shots, and she would get tired.
Yeah.
And now she's picking her shots. She's not always trying to hit you with everything she has. She just is touching you, and then every now and then she cracks one in. She's a different fighter now than she was a couple of years ago as far as just the maturity she shows as the champ, as the double champ. She's fantastic, and I don't think that the stand-up is in her favor in this fight. No matter what, I think Germaine is technically still a better stand-up fighter than Amanda.
Yeah.
I think Amanda is technically a better MMA fighter than Germaine. So it just depends on what fight Amanda brings. Is if she brings this stand-up game, she's giving Germaine a very good chance of beating her. If she brings her MMA game, I think it's her fight.
You brought up the Holly Holm fight, and I went back and actually just saw clips of that just recently, and you could tell from one of the very first exchanges that Holly was afraid to get hit by her, because she had got hit, and you could tell there was like Holly's leg like went a little stiff, and she backed away like, holy shit, you hit a lot harder than I've been hitting with in a long time. It was very telling, and you could just see, I think Amanda just settled in like, I can beat this girl on the feet, and so that, but I don't think she can get away with that with Germaine. Like I
don't either.
Don't get me wrong, Germaine doesn't like to be hit, but Germaine will stand in the pocket and just fucking throw down with you, if you're going to do that. Now, I have to agree with you 100% on the whole ordeal with the if she makes it an MMA fight, it changes the dynamic of how this fight will go. She doesn't have to force the takedown. She doesn't have to but she needs to do is at least threaten it a little bit.
Commit to it. Make it look like you're trying to sell it or get to it. And if it's not there, it's not there. Come back. Just let her know it's going to be there.
Yeah, it's there. Whenever you think you're going to throw dogs with me, you're going to get in the center of the cage and we're going to throw it out. Guess what? I'm going to try to maybe threaten that takedown. So that's going to make Germaine one step slower on letting her hands go, which will open up her hands as well as her takedown. So I think if she does use MMA, she has a good chance of beating Germaine. I think Germaine needs to, like I said, utilize that push kick, keep her at the long range, whatever, this little side kick, maybe even the John Jones side kick to the thigh, those kind of things. That'll take a lot of the steam and the power off of off the punches. And I've said this forever, is pushing people, guys, girls, whatever, whoever you're competing against, if they've got big power, press them to the fence, grind them out, get heavy on them, make them pummel and use their arms more. So when you guys do break, it takes a little bit of steam and speed and explosion off of those punches, so you can see them coming a little bit more. Just my thoughts.
Or even if in this stand-up, Germaine is good with her kicks. Hey, every time, hit that right arm.
Yes.
Hit it. Just hit. Yeah, don't even worry about it being blocked. Just keep on touching it, because then when she goes to throw it, it just doesn't have that same steam on it.
Yep.